Hello everybody, back here again for a vlog a day, and today is Thursday the 24th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day outside. A little warm, but nice and sunny mostly. Had a little bit of rain here and there, but nothing that really amounted to anything important. So went ahead, got this morning, super sore. I've had a weird headache and body ache. My body's really been like kind of revolting against me almost or something. I'm not sure what's going on, if it's just like a stress type deal or just I don't know what it is, but not doing great. So came out, got in the tub in the beginning of the morning, try and see if that would help loosen up some stuff and whatnot, and go from there. And it seemed to help a little, but not a lot. It is what it is. So got a few things done this morning, nothing major, just kind of hanging around with the dogs and stuff. I've got the two Danes and the little Maltese still. We chilled out and just kind of had the day we wanted to have. Hung outside here a little bit, letting the Danes play, trying to keep them more down because they sleep better at night that way. The little Maltese gets a little scared, so she ends up just kind of hanging out in my lap or on the chair next to me and stuff most of the time, or sometimes she wants to go back inside and chill out by herself, which also happens off and on at times. So, but we kind of hung around the house here, good chunk of the day, doing some yard work, kind of trying to fill in some of the holes. The dogs have been digging holes. It happens. I don't know why it seems to happen. I think other people don't train their dogs not to dig holes, and I don't know how their yards are not just destroyed, or else they just don't leave their dogs outside. Maybe they take them out for a little bit, let them be on leash, and then bring them back inside, and not letting them hang out here for a few hours and let them, chill out outside. Because a lot of people just don't do outside that much. So it is what it is. But yeah, I've been filling holes and all that fun that comes with that for the day. Broke out. I bought a giant one of those blow torches that use like melting ice or burning weeds or starting brush fires, that kind of thing, from Harbor Freight a while back, and I'd never used it, and I basically thought, I'm finally gonna break it out today. So I hooked it up to my propane tank that I use for my fire pit, and my homemade fire pit that I made myself. But I took the tank off of it, carrying it around, which is kind of bulky and kind of heavy, but it's a pain in the butt. The hose is long enough you can set it down and use it for a little bit, and you have to keep moving the tank. So a lot of times I just carry the tank around, which got old on my shoulder pretty quick. It got annoying. So decided to burn out the weeds along the fence line, because I hate weed eating and I just really despise it. So I was burning down a bunch of the weeds and stuff, some of the weeds, not just grass, but some of the weeds that have like the little sticker things on them and stuff that get caught on your shoes and on your clothing and in the dog's hair and that kind of thing. So I went through and burned a bunch of those down. I'd also mowed the yard first, so I kind of knew where the weed line stuff was and that, but got that taken care of and all the fun that comes with it. Went ahead and spent quite a bit of time doing that. I ended up burning the south side along the pallet board fence, and I spent a little too much time at one spot apparently, and ended up smoldering one of the boards a little bit. It started actually trying to burn out, so I had to go get the hose and put it out. I had the hose with me all the time as I kind of went. It was always within reach, at all times and whatnot. But the neighbor came over later. I was out front with the little Maltese, letting her go to the bathroom out front, and basically he hollered at me and stuff, and I was kind of doing some weeding in the front of the yard, in the flower beds and stuff up front, and I was pulling a bunch of weeds out of it. He came over and we talked a little bit and asked me if I had like a jet engine going earlier, and he said I was trying to burn the whole yard down. I said, oh no, I was burning out the weeds and the fence line and stuff. And he said, I heard something like this weird sound. It's just really crazy. It sounds like a jet engine. It's pretty impressive sounding. And he came out and looked at the window, and he goes, with the fence I can't see what the hell you're doing, but I saw smoke just pouring out under the bottom. I said, well, it's wet grass, it burns really smoky. So I said I kept an eye on it, and I went back through, and everywhere, even where it wasn't a real problem, I hosed down everything with the hose, so in case of any smolders, any embers and stuff left to be put out. So went ahead and took care of that real well, and then made sure nothing was burning still. Hosed down everything. I made 2 laps of the hose after I went around the whole thing, put stuff away, and then hosed it. I wrote it down once, put things away and stuff, came back and hosed it back down a second time just to make sure. I even burned out a bunch of the weeds and stuff around a couple of my burn piles that I have for like firewood and stuff and my brush, and that was a little bit on that nerve, like, am I starting a giant fire here? Like, it didn't. It luckily burnt the weeds off and stuff, but it is what it is. So hung out with that, and that took a good chunk of the day, just yard work, weed in the front and everything else stuff. So it's nice to be outside. I don't spend a lot of time inside, especially when I have all these extra dogs here. I'm outside all the time, just letting them run and play and wear themselves out, because they need to be outside as much as possible, and that's their vacation too. Your owners are on vacation. You should be out having fun in the yard and doing stuff as well. And you hear that one, they're just clop 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 away. They're having a new contest to see who can splash the most water on my deck and floor in the house, and it's a pretty even tie for which one can spill the most water. I don't know how they can do so much spilling of water. It's ridiculous, but I've seen elephants spray themselves with their hose to take like a shower or bath, and like literally make less of a mess than these two dogs are doing. But it is what it is. But yeah, got done with it. Got my run in. Got from the shower. Karen came home from work. We chilled out. Ended up I made tacos with sausage. I'm a giant fan of pork. I love pork sausage and stuff. And the taco mix, made up some soft shell tacos, was delicious. I almost used the turkey meat. We had some leftover turkey meat still. I almost basically pan browned it up and then threw a bunch of taco seasoning in it. But I know she's wanting to make a pot pie with it, a couple other things. I wasn't sure how well a turkey taco would go over, but should have done it. Might do it tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see if I feel like doing that or not, and whatever. But we hung out, talked a lot. We actually chatted for quite a while after work, and just talking about with her son and that kind of thing stuff, and what's going to happen with him next, and just a lot of that not knowing. It's that whole we can overcome anything, we can work through it and stuff, blah blah, and help assist in whatever ways possible. But it's that not knowing what the next step's going to be that just it just sucks. It really just sucks. So it's a lot of that whole process going on. But we talked quite a bit. We watched some Netflix, chilled out with stuff, and had more and more conversations. I came out here to have myself a cigar and that, and then just, I don't know, my body hurt, I was too tired, I just said the hell with it, went back inside, and we ended up talking some more, watching some other stuff on, on Netflix or Hulu or how it was, and on the iPad, and then basically chilled out and finally wrapped it up and called it a night. So that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.